Hello again, Elmbrook. Duane Dietze here in Sumidoku, Tokyo, Japan. It's been 9 months since we last met in this way, and we continue to live with the havoc wreaked by COVID on people's lives in their work, education, families, and church life. And yet we can all find things to be thankful for. God is still God, and He's with us in whatever circumstances we find ourselves. You may have heard about the magnitude 7.3 earthquake that occurred recently in the sea off of eastern Japan, in the same general area as the one that caused the triple disaster in 2011. In fact, this one was said to be an aftershock of the quake 10 years ago. Fortunately, this time there was no tsunami and no deaths, with about 150 injuries. There were some landslides, and Shinkansen bullet train services were discontinued for a week while repairs were being made. Some areas were without power or water for a few days. We felt it here in Tokyo, but it was not serious. This is just life in Japan. Nothing unexpected, but certainly not wished for. I happened to be taking a shower when things started swaying. The second time now that I've been in the shower during an earthquake, I have such impeccable timing. With respect to the pandemic, Japan has fared better than many countries in the world. And yet we entered our second state of emergency on January 7th, which has been extended to at least March 7th. While schools and businesses remain open and telework is encouraged, people are being asked to refrain from all non-essential outings. The government continues to move ahead with plans to hold the Olympics in July, though 80% of the population now thinks that that is not a good idea. The government says the Games will celebrate the world's victory over the coronavirus. That could be a bit premature. At Tokyo Multicultural Church, we returned to online-only worship on January 31st through the duration of this current state of emergency. That includes both our English and Japanese worship services and twice-monthly joint bilingual service. Prayer meetings, small groups, and Bible studies also meet online. We're moving ahead towards full support of the Japanese pastor who joined our team in 2019 with the goal of bringing him up to full support and full-time status incrementally by the spring of 2022. We're also working on our church's organizational structure and formal affiliation with our local church association. We continue to seek a younger missionary or self-supporting person to assume leadership of our English-speaking ministries. I continue to have a weekly online Bible study with a woman in Fukuoka who is the mother of one of our members. She had studied with a cult for a long time, and we pray she can break free from the falsehoods that she was taught by them and have a personal relationship with Jesus. One bit of happy news is that a baby was born to our missionary couple from Macau, Kevin and Grace Hui, at the end of January. His name is Enoch. This was an answer to prayers they have been trying unsuccessfully for a long time. Another couple in our church that was also in the same situation is now expecting a child in July, so we give thanks. People are weary of COVID, but we try to encourage everyone to hang on, trusting day by day in the Lord and in His strength and provision. So in other words, in spite of COVID, we're doing the same thing here that you are doing there, just keeping on as best we can and trying to be open to however the Lord leads in these circumstances. Ja, mata ne.